Hi there, and welcome to episode 5 of the LMS preview. And today, what we'll be doing is looking at creating content by way of adding URL links to our lessons. Now, there are many times when this is useful. For example, let's say you find a website with some good information or an extended external resource for the students for extended learning or, well, as part of the lesson itself. Then you'll want to include that link. The one thing to note with links is that you do need to make sure that those links are appropriate for the students, and more so than that, you need to make sure that they're not broken from time to time, because sometimes web pages just go down and they're no longer being taken care of. So that's one of the maintenance things with adding links to your page. We've all been there where we've clicked on something and it says page not found, and it's a bit frustrating. Even on the OERB I find that. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to work with the content number 1 that we have been working with in the past. So in order to edit that content page, we're going over to resource. We're going to go to content, and what we're going to do is we're going to see all our content for unit 1 pop up on the screen, or whichever unit you have you were in last pop up. You'll select your unit and then go down to your content. So we're going to edit this content 1 because I want to add a link there, and it'll pop up in a second. And once it pops up, it'll just give us a view. It's not in edit mode just right yet, and what we have to do is scroll all the way down until you get to the edit HTML button. So we'll click on that to open up the Learning Management Systems web editor, and it basically edits the content that it will pull up on the screen. And it's got some basic features in it for adding links. It's actually quite easy. So what I'll want to do is I want to put down a link here. So I'll just enter down, and I'll just say click here to visit the Dufferin Peel website, right? And I'll just click up here to this little chain link icon, hence link. It says quick link. There are different buttons here, one to insert an image, and the other to insert stuff. We'll go over these separately in a separate video. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and it'll pop up a second screen. And this little screen or window will list things that we can link to our page here. And of course, they're all course material, so you can link things like a chat room, other content pages, a course file if you've uploaded a file to the learning management system. And this is a good feature, and I'm going to show you how to do this soon enough. And you'll see down here, all the way down the bottom, it says URL. That's the link you click on in order to add your URL. So the URL is essentially the web address that you would put up here in the address bar. This is the actual address of the website, not what you would type into Google as a search, but the actual name, kind of like your street address on your on the front of your house or apartment. Anyway, so we're going to type in www.dpc.org www.dpcdsb.org, and that's going to tell the web page where to go. And now we need to give it a title, something that the students can click on that will essentially link them to the site. So we're going to put down here, we're going to put down the acronym DPCDSB. Okay, now over here it says target. Now there are three buttons here, and you can select the whole window, same frame, new window. And now, what you need to understand about these three buttons is that if you select the whole window, when students click on the link, it will display in the entire window. It will take over the screen, in essence, and take you to Duffer & Peel's website or whatever link you've put in there. And now you've moved away from your lesson. So it's taking you there. And the only way to get back to the lesson from that website will be to hit the back button. But sometimes students like to navigate away and kind of you lost them. So I don't like that whole window approach. The same frame, it doesn't necessarily take them away from the learning management system, but if I could give you an idea, it's like the whole window idea. However, if I could just move this aside here, it won't let me move it all the way away. Anyway, what it will do is it will insert Duffer & Peel's website into, see this white area here? It'll insert it into that area there. Again, the only way to go back for the student or for the person viewing it is to go to the back button on the browser. The one I like is this one over here, new window. And what this allows, this still takes them away from the site, but it leaves your lesson up. So if you take a look here, most browsers now, Internet Explorer, Chrome, which I'm using, or Firefox, use tabs along the top, and you can have multiple tabs to visit multiple websites. And what this does is essentially it opens up a new tab, and it'll pop you into that new tab. When the student wants to go back to the lesson, they can just simply close that tab or keep it up for reference. So I'm going to hit new window, and I'm going to hit insert, and there you go, the link is up. Alright, so you can do things like this, or you can do things in line. So we'll put in here, maybe I don't want to do this, I want to make it a link, right? So I want to say, I'll just delete this here. I want to say click here, and in the here, right? Right? In the here, we will insert the link. But what would be nice for the learning management system to do would be this. We highlight it and then click the link. Go to select URL and automatically pop in www.dpcdsb.org. You'd like for it to just simply pop in and make that here a URL link. But what happens is whatever I type in here, whatever I type in there will overwrite what you have highlighted. So what I tend to do is this. I'll just go ahead and delete this. So I will say click here. So click blank to visit the Duffer & Peel website. So I will say click here. And there we go. So click here. We'll make it capitals. Right, to visit the Duffer & Peel website. And that will insert the text. So just a little glitch or subtlety as to how the system inserts links there to external pages. So we can now scroll down to the bottom, actually it's right there, and just hit update. And when you hit update, it's going to pop up another window. Learning management system loves these windows. and it's going to say create new file or overwrite the existing file. If you create a new file, you're just going to be cluttering up your content window with multiple versions of a lesson that you're modifying. So if you go in and modify it 3 times, you might have 3 different versions. Not sure why it does this all the time, but it does. So I just overwrite the existing file. Its default is to create a new file, and that's sort of a good feature in a way, I guess. If you make changes to the page and you say, "Oops, I really wanted my old content." Well, if you just left it the way it was, then you're okay because you still have the original file. But I like to keep things neat and clean. I just hit overwrite the existing file. The preference is yours. Right? So I'll hit save, and it says save successfully. So now we should be brought to just the page, not in edit mode, but just in view mode. And if you click here, it pulls up the Def from PL website. Alright, so there it is. Boop boop. It should pop up. And we have our website. So again, see, they can just click back on their browser and they have their lesson. So that's it for inserting a URL link into your content. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.